Shedeur Sanders gets David Njoku's strong support, while Browns coach begs for help for QB. Cleveland is still fully entrenched in a quarterback competition with four potential winners. The Cleveland Browns would love for one quarterback in their 4D competition to stand out above the rest. It would make head coach Kevin Stefanski's decision much easier. But that isn't happening at the moment, despite Kenny Pickett being the favorite to begin the season as the starter. Pickett has split first-team reps with both Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel at various points throughout minicamp. Lagging behind has been Shedeur Sanders, but the fifth-round rookie has the most fanfare and has done everything right to begin his Browns career, on and off the field. He's a long shot to win the starting job outright, but he might have a leg up on the competition already due to one specific trait. Cleveland Browns assistant coach says Shedeur Sanders' throw placement is just outstanding. During a recent practice, Sanders was standing side by side with Pro Bowl tight end David Njoku. Quarterbacks coach Bill Musgrave approaches Sanders and compliments him. "Your placement is just outstanding." Musgrave then says they just need a tight end to actually catch his throws. That's when Njoku steps in, telling Sanders, "Just throw it up to me, I'm going to take care of the rest." That's certainly been true of Njoku in recent seasons, as the tight end has caught at least 58 passes and gone over 500 receiving yards in each of the past 3 seasons, despite dealing with subpar quarterback play. After dealing with injuries in 2024, Njoku is looking to get back to his Pro Bowl form from 2023. Whether it's Sanders or someone else under center, Njoku will be making plays for them. But it sounds like Sanders might be the one with the best accuracy to get it to him. In the blazing heat of an early Cleveland summer, Shedeur Sanders sat alone in the team facilities film room, shoulders hunched, eyes locked on the glowing screen. The son of Deion Sanders, fresh off an electrifying college career, had just been signed as a developmental quarterback by the Browns. It wasn't quite the top 10 draft moment he'd once imagined. No confetti, no million-dollar smile plastered across the screen, but it was still a shot. Yet the air around the facility buzzed with quiet tension. Head coach Kevin Stefanski, battling injuries and inconsistency at quarterback, had made a desperate public plea days earlier. "We need someone to step up. Anyone. We're running out of time." The Browns were a team on the brink. The season had begun with promise, but it now teetered on collapse. Deshaun Watson was again sidelined with injuries. Backups faltered. The offense sputtered. Stefanski's words, laced with urgency, echoed louder than he intended. The media ran wild. But Shedeur didn't hear them. Not really. He'd always played his game with noise in the background. His father's legend, the doubters, the pressure of a spotlight passed down like an heirloom. This was just another test. Yet even he couldn't have predicted who would walk through the film room door that night. David Njoku, the Browns' Pro Bowl tight end, known more for his freak athleticism than soft-spoken wisdom, stood in the doorway holding 2 bottles of water and an iPad. "You watching yourself or Watson?" Njoku asked, stepping inside. "Bit of both," Shedeur said, eyes still forward. Njoku nodded and sat beside him without a word. For the next hour, they dissected every read, every broken route, every missed chip. It wasn't flashy. It was work. By the end, something had shifted. "You see it, don't you?" Njoku said, tapping Shedeur's chest. "It's in there. Just needs a stage." The next day, Njoku approached Stefanski. "If Shedeur gets reps," he said simply, "I've got him. We'll make it work." The coach raised an eyebrow. "He's not ready." Njoku didn't flinch. "Then I'll get him ready." It was an unusual endorsement. Star players don't typically vouch for rookies buried on the depth chart. But Stefanski was desperate, and desperate men listen. Practice reps began to shift, quietly at first. Shedeur ran scout team plays, but now Njoku was requesting to be in on those snaps. Their chemistry began to pop. A look here, a shoulder fake there, unspoken timing that can't be coached. Even the defensive backs began to notice. "You giving him first-team work?" one cornerback joked. Njoku just smirked. "Man's a baller, you'll see." The support wasn't just on the field. Off it, Njoku became a mentor, taking Shedeur through film, giving him crash courses on defenses, even inviting him to tight end meetings so he could hear how the routes were read from the other side. Soon, other players joined in. The offensive line began to respect the rookie's poise. Running backs stayed behind for extra walkthroughs. The receiver room, once skeptical, began whispering, "He might be next."